decorate the May Bush, decorate the May Bush. Let's decorate the May Bush. Top Yalton Asha. Let's hang on some eggshells and pretty flowers too. Let's tie on some ribbons and candlelight for you. Let's decorate the May Bush, decorate the May Bush. Let's decorate the May Bush. Tall Elton Anshaw. She is the perfect creature, natural one bright blue rose that lives all those 2,000 years, and still it goes to ponder his death and his life eternally.
Here's a branch of snowy May, a branch the fairies gave us. Who would like to dance today with the branch the fairies gave us? Dance away, holding high the branch of May. Dance away, holding high the branch of May.
2, 3, 4.
Fuisamh Ayotsa ó Martin O'Dearán. Fuisamh Ayotsa Shall Beag Garad. I measc Marina Ilan Mara. Ag siúl cuis claide Majin Istranona. Ó lún go saharan hir ag baile. Fuisamh Ayotsa Shall Beag Garad. I measc Marina Ilan Mara. Ó chráchraí ó úgnas Dirk ó bhórda agna hir ag baile. Fuisamh Ayotsa, Fuisamh Ayotsa, Fuisamh Ayotsa.
up the hill there with a bundle on her arm. She said, "Canter, don't take me, for I've no time to stand. Turn off to court and have her on the Gorey caravan."
Bannachtaí na féile bealtnar a bh cardide Belton and blessings to you all. Many people during this period of quarantine, or may I call it sanctuary, and there's a beautiful word in Irish for it, charmin, I suppose have a little more time to reflect on and appreciate the beauty of the nature and our landscape in North Wexford. V6 Muineh Céin Dawn or Knowing. I was just thinking about what poem I would recite, so I've decided to choose one from someone who won more literary awards than any other Irish writer, but however has never achieved the recognition in his own town that he surely deserved. Dawn ó Fionn Diarmaid Hulawan, a poem called Páirc Uair Cria by Gorey's Diarmaid O'Sullivan. A chuig ar Tlína Féine in Éideag Octo Chuig in 1985. The poem, I suppose, celebrates a lot of the Loganamnach, or place names, and the landscape close to Gorey, and as he walks on Canuck na Creevy, or Crea Hill, he laments how its beauty is being lost to the grey, unyielding concrete, I suppose, of development. And this was back in the 70s and 80s. So Páirc Uair Cria by Diarmaid O'Sullivan. It's from a publication published posthumously, Cusagrana. Bhain áileach glas leis an lacha lahan, fér go gorm glas fi hunta arig, let na tíre go sú an agéin, búdi Páirc Uair Réimneach Cria. Hí son gléanmhach a hín an baile mór, gúra latha fad réalta glaunta, tit is simléir cír tithe an rockmis, gáthúr sépéil go héver granta, má gúrd na mully, slíomh buí, teabhar asc, cruachan sí is annach, slíomh réin sleabhrach lion, is fear Canuck fíomhacha, slíomh bán, muélán, clón manach. Taobh leis an bhathach lacha ardíonn Samhradh Cria, siar amach go dún an cuileann, dúthe bhrandamh, is ar nínas, tígáin, riach dí kinsalig. I géin fear gov Cumri, bun lína de bhuir bheann na mioscaise, bheagar lá nan ar bhacra Cria, Páirc Uair Cria gan luim gan gabhar, gan ach ná conart go ceolmhar pras, ná míl is gealcú ag cuarsal hart, ach las de lías semente, Cria is bet na Páirc a briste, srut na batha is sin si go máthirte, buinte dí go brinach, rion farc eile ar lár. Gur míle maith agaibh, agus bannach lí na bealt nerv go léir.
Everyone, I hope you're all keeping well and looking forward to the summer coming up. Today I'm going to share a poem called The Coming In of Summer by Thomas MacDonagh. The coming in of summer. Yesterday a swallow, cuckoo song today, and anon will follow all the flight of May. For summer is a coming in. Corncrake's ancient sorrow pains the evening hush, but the dawn tomorrow gladdens with the thrush, and summer is a coming in. O laburnum yellow, lilac and the rose, chestnut shadow mellow in my garden close, and summer, summer coming in. Low with the shield and arrow, burnished helm and spear, flower and leaflet narrow, rank on rank appear. King Summer is a coming in. Summer, haste and hallow, something of the spring, which is harsh and callow, till thy heralds sing. O summer is a coming in. Sinead.
It's Lorraine here from Gallivanting Tours. I hope you're keeping well. Some of you may know me from Taste Wexford as well, so you will know that I am obsessed with stories and I'm obsessed with food. So Bealtaine is one of my favourite festivals because it's so full of stories and so full of food. It is an agricultural festival. It's been celebrated here for thousands and thousands of years, and it marks the start of the light half of the year, the summer. So yay, the summer is finally here. So I want to tell you a little bit more about how our ancestors would have celebrated Bealtaine, because it was just as important, massively important back then for them. So as I said, the Celts believed the world was, or the year rather, was divided into two halves, the dark half and the light half. The dark half, which started at Samhain, was a time of going down underground. It was a time of rest. It was a time of hiding away. It was a time for stories of the dead and the dark, and it was a very different energy. So Imbog came along there in February, and things started to lift, and now here we are at Bealtaine. So what can happen now is the cattle can be taken up to higher pastures, and we can really begin to plant really begin to plant our food for next year. And for our ancestors, this often meant meeting people for the first time in months. They had been locked away in their crannogs and their ring forts and staying safe from the dark winter. But now they have an excuse. You see, in Meath, there's a hill called Usnach, and Usnach was the spiritual centre for Celtic Ireland. And they would all, a lot of tribes would gather there at Bealtaine. And at the top of the hill was a giant big bonfire, huge big bonfire. And in the surrounding hills, spreading out across the land, were people waiting with their own bonfires ready to go. And at the given time, the High King would light the bonfire at Usnach, and huge big blaze would happen. And all the guys waiting on the other surrounding hills would watch. And when they saw the light in the distance, they would light theirs, and it would spread out all the way down here as far as Gorey, down to Croghan. So even here in Gorey, our Celtic ancestors would have been celebrating this, and it marked, we can take the cattle out, we can start cattle trading again, or cattle raiding, but also we can meet each other again, and we can celebrate. And this being such a fertile time, it makes sense for a lot of marriages to happen at this time too. Now, there was 2 reasons for this. First of all, it's been a long, lonely winter, so, but also anybody who gets pregnant at this time of the year, they've got a much higher chance that that the child will survive, because the child will be born into spring when there's food there. So it's a good time to have a baby as well. And lots of weddings came together, and this is continued all the way up to today. May weddings are still very popular today. But it really is a really good time for new beginnings, So all of our ancestors' stories are great stories. An awful lot of them start at this time of the year, like the Firbog, the men of the earth bags. These were one of the earliest people who came to this land, and they came here at Bealtaine. The Tuatha the fairy people, they arrived too from the cities of Gorius and Murius and Furius, and they landed here on the 1st of May on ships made of clouds. Later on then, the Sons of Mill. The Sons of Mill are our Celtic ancestors. They came here, and they made a deal with the Tuatha at Bealtaine. And at Bealtaine, at Usnach, the Tuatha went under the ground, and the Sons of Mill took the top part of the ground. And the Tuatha became the fairy people, and that happened at Bealtaine. And then, of course, the Normans, Raymond le Gros, arrived bag and bun, and where Ireland was lost and won. He arrived at Bealtaine, probably because he knew all the Celts were up Slieve Quilcher there, getting drunk and doing things in the bushels, but having a great time. But it all makes a perfect sense for all those stories to have started at Bealtaine, because Bealtaine is a time of new beginnings. And so when we decorate our May bush, we're honouring the Tuatha who, like ourselves, were here celebrating Bealtaine. We're asking them to bless all of the plants and all of the flowers so that they really grow in abundance this year. When we light a fire, whether it's a candle or a clump of candles or a small little wood fire, no rubbish. Bealtaine fires are not about burning rubbish. But if you have a little fire pit and you burn some wood in it, well, that's about welcoming back the earth and honouring the earth and honouring the sky, honouring the sun, the heat, and what it'll do with the earth. It's that marriage of the two. Because if their marriage goes well, we will all eat very well this year. The sun and the earth. Makes sense again. So this year, this Bealtaine, it is a strange year for all of us. It's been a challenging year for a lot of people, and for a lot of families, it's been a very sad year, and that challenge is still ongoing. But while we can't gather together to decorate the May bush, what we can do is we can send the love out in different ways. We can light the candles. We can decorate our own May bushes so when people are passing our houses, they can see them lit up. We can share the bounty of our own harvests with people around. If you're growing your own food, you can share it out later in the year for those who haven't been able to grow theirs. There's thousands and thousands of ways where you can share the love, so to speak. So this Bealtaine, I would encourage you all to have a think about what you would like to grow in your life, what you would like to fertilize, what you would like to see, new beginnings you would like to see. Light that candle, decorate the bush, and blessings to you all. Bye.
Oh, Father dear, I oft times hear you speak of Erin's Isle, her lofty scenes and valleys green, and her mountains rude and wide. They say it is a lovely land wherein a prince might dwell. Then why did you abandon it? The reason to me tell. Dear boy, I loved my native land with energy and pride, till the curse of blight came o'er my crops, my sheep and cattle died. My rent and taxes were to pay, them I could not redeem, and that's the cruel reason why I left old Skibbereen. Oh, 'tis well that I remember that bleak December day, when the landlord and the sheriff came for to drive us all away. He set my roof on fire with his demon yellow spleen, and that's another reason why I left old Skibbereen. Your mother too, God rest her soul, she lay on the snowy ground. She fainted in her anguish at the desolation around. She never rose but passed away from life to mortal dream. She found herself a lonely grave back there in Skibbereen. And you were only 2 years old, and feeble was your frame. I couldn't leave you with my friends, for you bore your father's name. I wrapped you in my coat of moor in the dead of night unseen. I heaved a sigh and I said goodbye to dear old Skibbereen. Now, Father dear, the day will come when vengeance loud will call, and Irishmen will rally then in answer one and all. I'll be the man to lead the van beneath the flag of green, and loud and high we will raise the cry, revenge for Skibbereen. Yes, loud and high we will raise the cry, revenge for Skibbereen.
Steve, Constatashiv. Today we're going to play a slow air called Isabella Burke. This is a poem called Summer is Still There, written by me and my sister. As we wait here in our homes, watching the seasons go by, flowers blooming and the facial expressions of the garden gnomes are the only thing that's glowing. Summer is the season everyone looks forward to, well usually. This year, summer is different.
But it only feels different. The only difference is we are at home. No holidays, beaches, just home. But let's make this the best summer ever, because remember, it only feels different, but it will always be there.
Bealtaine blessings to everybody. This is a quote, a very short quote, from the Irish philosopher John Moriarty, who passed away a few years ago. Clear days bring the mountains down to my doorstep. Calm nights give the rivers their say. The wind puts its hand to my shoulder some evenings, and then I don't think. I just leave what I'm doing, and I go the soul's way.
Through songs I wrote the last few years to see if there was anything suitable for May Day, and I was delighted to see that the Hag of Got the Teagal fills the bill. So here it is. It's something I wrote 2018. Old Maggie Muldoon, living Shan Got the Teagal, was known as the Hag by the neighbours around. But if they check back just a few generations, their farms were once part of Muldoon's holy ground. Her half-acre of snodgrass surrounded her barn. The herbs that she gathered cured many's an ill. But to see Muldoon lands in the hands of the grabbers, it vexed her completely, 'twas a sore bloody pill. The hare is me friend on the first day of May. We swap shapes like the clouds chased by shining sun ray. Though we are the weaker ones, we're safe from hunters' guns. Silver shot only can end our strong sway. She left her small shack by 4:30 that May morning. Bill Stewart's barn she reached just before break of day. She was drinking cow's milk that she sucked in his cowhouse. Her boots crossed the yard, 'twas Bill coming with hay. My hare friend, I need you, come hither and aid me. In a spasm she's gone, the hare ran through his heels. With his ash plant he struck and brought blood from the hind leg. Then he followed brown long legs, cross yard and through fields. The hare is my friend of the first day of May. We swap shapes like the clouds, chased by shining sun ray. Though we are the weaker ones, we're safe from hunters' guns. Silver shot only can end our strong sway. Through the well field the hare led our Bill on a merry dance. Crossed the high wall and through fertile green Garramore. Up through his orchard and gone was pure torture. Reckoned hare looked like heading for Maggie's back door. He reined in his anger as he came towards her tiny house, and wondered aloud, was he man or a puny louse? As he lifted the latch and saw Maggie's leg bleeding, with her ankle in rags she sat quiet as a mouse. The hare is my friend of the first day of May. We swap shapes like the clouds chased by shining sun ray. Though we are the weaker ones, we're safe from hunters' guns. Silver shot only can end our strong sway. So take heed, me brave boys, and protect your own butter, lest your farm decline and you're thrown in the gutter. Beware the hag with her fresh herbs, her mighty charms. Her best friends are the hares with their powers so strong. He's a shape-shifting fiend and a trickster at every turn. On the first day of May he has magic you'd never learn. Now he's hag and then hare in the blink of an instant. Though he lies in green rushes, in the hills he belongs. The hare is my friend on the first day of May. We swap shapes like the clouds chased by shining sun ray. Though we are the weaker ones, we're safe from hunters' guns. Silver shot only can end our strong sway. Sinead.